Okay, so we got ChatGPT Images 2.0, the latest and greatest AI image model from OpenAI. And there are many cool things that you can do with this model. I actually have explained a few things that you can enjoy with this new model on my previous video. You can check it out. So perhaps there's one thing that wasn't talked enough about the GPT Image 2.0 is its multi-image generation capability. Now, I'm not talking about like uploading multiple images and then turning them into one single image. I mean, you can do that, and the model is also very good at maintaining character consistency. But what I was talking about is the ability to produce multiple images in one prompt or one request. And there are many reasons why you might want to use this feature. So let's say you're running a business and then you want to create some product lifestyle photography based on your product. You can do so in ChatGPT, and it is able to maintain the same characteristic of the person or the product. And perhaps maybe you can showcase that product into various different angles, or maybe you can create a logo, illustrations, infographics, ad copy, maybe YouTube thumbnails for your videos, and you can do so with just a single prompt. Now, this is a feature that is already baked into the GPT 2.0 model, so you don't have to do like anything. It is actually straightforward. But there are a few things that you need to follow in order to be able to enable this multi-image generation in ChatGPT. So let me show you how you can do it. Let me just open ChatGPT. And by the way, I do recommend to use a paid version of ChatGPT. Now, I believe you can still use it even if you are not a paying customer, but I cannot guarantee that because of the problems that I will mention later. But anyway, I'm not going to show you the prompt. What I'll show you is how you can structure the prompt. So here is one example that I'm going to use. I'll upload this picture of the Coke bottle, and I'm going to use this prompt. So first, I'm going to provide a short description about the goal of this chat, and then basically here I will explain everything about the images that will be created later, like perhaps the style. In this case, I want photorealistic, I want 16 by 9 landscape aspect ratio, and then I'm going to provide the more detailed description for each image that I'm going to generate. So there is 1, 2, 3, there's only 4 there's only 3, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah, there is only 3 images that I'm going to generate. And by the way, the limit is 8 images. And again, if you're using the free version of ChatGPT, you might burn your credits very quickly. That's why I do recommend to use the paid version of ChatGPT. But another reason is because we actually need to utilize a thinking model. So here in ChatGPT, I'm using the Plus subscription, and I can easily switch to the thinking variation. Now, I don't know exactly if the free user can enjoy this, so I'm not quite sure because OpenAI is changing a lot. So hopefully, even if you're using the free version, you can still access the thinking variation. So yeah, this is my prompt. Basically, the first paragraph is the global description for all the images, but then on each image there's going to be a more detailed description about what needs to be visualized in the picture. Okay, so after that, just send a message and just wait until it finishes. Now, this process is going to be very slow because remember, it is generating multiple images in one go, and I believe it is not in parallel because I think the duration will be the same as creating 3 images, but doing it one at a time. But still, I mean, this is actually great capability, a great feature. You can save time. You don't have to copy and paste your prompt manually. Instead of doing the, send the 3 separate prompts, you can just combine them together into a single prompt like this, and then just wait for the AI to generate those images. Anyway, again, this will take quite a while, so I'll just skip a while and I'll show you the results. Alright, so I got 3 individual images that were generated by GPT Image 2.0, and I think they do look really nice. So what if you want to change something from the picture. Well, normally you can click this edit button, or perhaps you can just open the image, and then down here you can describe the edits that you want to apply to that picture. It is very, very straightforward. But from my experience, I got a tiny problem, and I'm hoping that this is just a temporary problem because ChatGPT Image 2.0 is still very, very early. It is less than 24 hours ago released, so I'm hoping that this is just a temporary issue. So basically here I got 3 images. It is actually just a set of product photos based on this picture, and I think they do also look really nice, except perhaps this picture. It looks a bit off. So I open the image and then I describe the changes or my complaint about the image, and basically I tried to generate more variations of that picture, the picture that looks a bit off. But unfortunately, it did something wrong. So here I actually got a completely different image, and this seems to be based on the other picture. It doesn't look remotely the same as this picture, which is the one that I was explicitly referring to. So I'm not quite sure why, but then I tried again. So I tried to not using the thinking variation, and yep, I got something that is even worse. So now ChatGPT just combined all those pictures together into one single image, which is something that I didn't ask for. So again, I'm hoping that this is just a temporary problem. Now, I have another example. So here, you don't actually have to use a prompt that looks like the example that I showcased earlier, where you can describe the description, the initial global settings for the image, and then you can describe the visual for each individual image. This is actually one format that I prefer because it is more straightforward, but if you want to use a single paragraph, for example, you can do so. So in this chat, I actually only have one very long single paragraph, and as you can see, I'm still able to generate multiple different images with a single request or a single prompt. Now, as long as you're using a thinking variation, and also you are telling AI that you want to generate multiple images, and you have sufficient description about what needs to appear in a single image or on each individual image, I think you are good to go. But I think this multi-image generation is probably unique to ChatGPT because there are many AI tools that do have ChatGPT Image 2.0 model in their platforms, but it's up to them to implement this feature or not. For example, Arena.ai, which is another cool tool that I do recommend if you want to play around with some AI image models. Unfortunately, they don't have this capability. So they do have GPT Image 2.0, the medium version, and that's actually the same model that we use in ChatGPT. But despite all of that, I wasn't able to generate multiple images. It just combine or create a single image that contain all of those descriptions. So that wasn't exactly that I'm asking for. So yeah, perhaps this feature is still unique to ChatGPT. And also remember, you will burn more credits or more quota when you're using this capability, simply because the sheer amount of images that you can generate in one go. But regardless, I think this is an amazing capability that will save you time and make the process of iterating images or generate bulk images will be a lot faster and more convenient. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if you do like this video and you want to see other things that you can do with AI, then check out this video and I'll see you there.